Meghan Markle is livid, and this time, it's personal. No royal aide betrayed her. No former palace insider leaked some off-the-record gossip. This came from someone far closer, her own father. In a stunning turn of events, Thomas Markle has just revealed something Meghan has allegedly kept hidden for years, her real age. And according to him, it's not what you've been told. This isn't about a birthday mix-up or a tabloid misprint. It's a direct accusation from the man who raised her, claiming she's older than she's admitted publicly for most of her career. Now, on its surface, that might not sound like a scandal. But when you unpack what this means for Meghan's image, career, and carefully managed narrative, the story becomes far more explosive. This single detail could shake public trust, invite fresh criticism, and reopen deep family wounds Meghan's tried for years to keep buried. So what exactly did Thomas say? Why does this matter so much? And how could it unravel everything Meghan has built? Let's dive into the age scandal Meghan Markle didn't see coming. From the beginning, Meghan Markle wasn't just another actress. She was positioned as something more. A modern voice in a traditional institution, a symbol of change, progress, and diversity within the historically rigid walls of the British monarchy. She brought charisma, confidence, and a fresh energy the royal family hadn't seen in decades. But all of that image, the relatability, the outsider narrative, the contemporary Duchess vibe, rested on something subtle but powerful: her youth. Meghan's age has always played a role in how the public perceived her. She was seen as vibrant, sharp, and forward-thinking. Not someone who grew up in the shadow of traditional royalty, but someone rising just as fast as the times around her. Her public age has been listed as 39 for years. That placed her in the perfect bracket. Mature enough to seem seasoned, but young enough to be considered progressive and forward-looking. And then Thomas Markle came along and changed everything with one statement. In a quiet but pointed interview, Thomas Markle said what many had only speculated. According to him, Meghan was not born in 1981. He claims she was actually born in 1977, making her closer to 47 than 43. That's a full 4-year gap from her public age. While that may not sound dramatic at first, in the world of celebrity branding, image management, and royal perception, that's seismic, especially because this didn't come from a gossip site or anonymous leak. It came from Thomas Markle, someone who, despite their strained relationship, the world knows once had a front-row seat to Meghan's life. Whether he's being completely truthful or stirring the pot is up for debate. But one thing is clear: the bomb has been dropped and the aftershocks are already being felt. Let's make one thing clear: this controversy isn't really about numbers. It's about the story Meghan has told the world. Her age was a fundamental piece of her narrative, not just in Hollywood, but even more so when she joined the royal family. In both those worlds, age can be the difference between being seen as fresh and dynamic or past your peak. In Hollywood, ageism is rampant, especially for women. Being in your early 40s instead of late 30s can affect casting, branding, and media appeal. But in royal circles, the pressure to appear polished, ageless, and relatable is even higher. Meghan's youthful appearance and energy played into her role as a modern royal, someone who could connect with younger audiences and help reform the monarchy from within. The moment that image is exposed as potentially misleading, everything else begins to crack. While Meghan hasn't publicly responded to the interview, sources close to the Sussex camp say she was shocked and furious. According to those insiders, this wasn't just another betrayal. It was the betrayal. Her relationship with Thomas Markle has been on ice for years. But by exposing something as intimate as her real age, he may have crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. Meghan has spent years distancing herself from her father, especially after the events surrounding her wedding. But now, he's inserted himself directly back into her life. And in doing so, he's threatened to undo the very image she's spent a decade perfecting. There's talk that Meghan is scrambling behind the scenes to control the damage. But at this point, it may already be too late. The reaction online was swift and merciless. Twitter exploded with speculation. TikTok users began stitching videos together, comparing old photos, red carpet interviews, and yearbook records in search of the truth. Reddit threads dissected casting calls, high school transcripts, and archived interviews. Some users expressed sympathy, saying that age shouldn't matter in the first place. But others? They were brutal. Meghan lied about something as basic as her age. One viral tweet read, "What else has she been lying about?" It didn't take long before hashtags like Meghan's real age and Markle exposed began trending. And once the public starts doubting a public figure's honesty, it becomes a slippery slope. Trust erodes. Skepticism grows. And for Meghan, that's a bigger problem than any tabloid headline. It wasn't just social media. The mainstream press jumped in, too. British tabloids, always hungry for a new Markle angle, rolled out full-page spreads. "The Duchess's Age Gate," read one headline. "Thomas speaks, Meghan's secret timeline." And across the Atlantic, American outlets were no kinder. Late-night hosts made jokes. Pundits speculated on how the age discrepancy might affect Meghan's image, her Netflix deals, even her future public appearances. Some media figures used the opportunity to rehash old criticisms, pointing out inconsistencies in Meghan's timeline, from her acting career to her royal engagements. Others framed the story as a cautionary tale about the dangers of building a brand on perfection. Regardless of where they landed, one thing was clear. The press was having a field day. And Meghan? She was losing control of the narrative. This isn't just a story about age. It's a story about control, about identity, about what it costs to maintain a public image in a world that's always watching and always ready to judge. Whether you believe Meghan made a simple mistake or intentionally misled the world, one thing is certain. This revelation has changed the conversation. And in today's media landscape, that's all it takes to shift public opinion. A single sentence, spoken by the wrong person at the worst possible time. As the story continues to develop, one question lingers in the air. If Meghan was hiding this, what else has yet to surface? Because when it comes to royal scandals, especially ones involving Meghan Markle, history has taught us one thing: it's never really over.